There's certainly no relief. You have to earn the right in every game in the Premier League. So there's no relief in what we got because I thought we deserved to get something. But you're only disappointed really in a really poor goal. It's unlike us. I don't think they'd really had a chance in the first half other than that. And then when they go to 10 men, to their credit, they had 2 good bits of play and nearly opened us up. But other than that, we were obviously dominant, generally due to the 10 men especially. And we had a lot of nearly moments. Matt Loughton's had a couple on the far stick and Woody's had a couple. And then we found a real moment of quality, a fantastic bit of play from Johan and a great run and header from Woody. So, I think we deserve something, that's for sure. And it's not easy to win games in the Premier League, no matter how the game's going. So we know that. So, overall, I think we deserve something and we got something.
Quickly, they did almost play into their hands. I think Carroll sense off, they dropped deep into the
Yeah, I mean, somewhat. Yeah, I mean, they backed in. They've got a bit of pace on the counter. They've got some good footballers. When they did get the odd breakaways, and it's still difficult. It's difficult to break teams down. A lot has been made of us. Difficult to break us down, and it's difficult even when you've got 10 men. If the defensive framework's right, and credit them for doing that. We only opened them up a couple of times mainly with crossing situations. But yeah, again, if there's no space behind, it is difficult. It's space to open up the width and space to open up behind. So you have to keep probing, and we did. So I'm very pleased with the players' mentality to keep going to make sure we did get something from the game. I was a long way away. I haven't seen it back. It looks like one from where I am, only because, but I must make it clear, I need to see it. It looked to me like the keeper overcommitted and then pulled his arms away. That's usually a sign, that they've gone, too far. And I felt that it was it's rare you don't see them given, but it was from a distance. So when I see it back, it might be different. Definite sending off. Not because of any problem with Andy Carroll, by the way, I must make that clear. I actually think there's a lack of honest physicality in the league at times. Honest physicality, by the way. But that one today, it's 2 bookings. The second one possibly was a straight red. I don't know. I haven't seen it back. Like I said, I haven't seen the incidents or the chances back. But I think he'll know. I think he'll know afterwards that modern game that's 2 yellows at least, and then you get sent off.
Were you shocked as this, Sean, that a bloke that's just had a yellow card should be as reckless as Carroll was?
I think you can get, as a player, you sometimes get locked in the moment, and I don't know Andy well enough, but maybe he's just had that moment when you get locked into the moment. Maybe he felt the one before was unjust. I don't know. But it's fair to say he was moving a good philosophy from a distance, and I think everyone in the stadium thought he's going to go and make a big challenge, but he didn't, and that's the way it goes. I've been a player, and you get in the emotional moment, and sometimes you can't pull yourself out of it. I don't know. That's a question for him. But it was, the ref's got no choice. That's the point. I think we all don't mind a bit of physicality in the game, but you got no choice in them incidents, I thought, today. Yeah, no, I mean, well, we're laying down a lot of markers again, and we've done that since I've been at the club, and it's a good sign of where the team's, progressing and moving forward. And like I say, it's funny today because people are asking you've been disappointed at getting a 1-1 against West Ham, 6th in the table, 13 points, etc. And you go, well, it's hard to be disappointed, I've got to be honest. Now, there's the moments and the things we have to look at to improve. Of course, that's a different thing. Generally speaking, I talk a lot about moving forward, and the team is moving forward. It's improving. I thought some of our play today was good. I thought our build-up play was good, effective. We tried to mix it. The things that I talk about, there's a good show of it. And I must say, I think we've earned the right in the games that we've played. A big one coming next weekend, of course, very tough. They've had a big result again today. But I think we all know the real markers in this division. Where teams are, and we know where we are. We know we're still progressing. We still know we've got a lot of work to do to keep nudging forwards. Sorry? That's a disgrace. When they kick it longer. I said that the other day, didn't I? It's a disgrace. Shouldn't be allowed to pass it short that many times. It's ridiculous in football. Shouldn't be allowed. You're not allowed to kick it forward long, so you shouldn't be allowed to have that many passes and that short.
Working on 1,000 for next week.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Someone will put a bet on it.
Sorry, I just wonder with Taki, did you sort of suggest to him he might need to keep his cool because there would be a bit of physicality going on with Carroll?
No, not at all. No. Like I say, I think a little bit of physicality's gone out of the game because people cheat all the time. You can't really touch anyone. No, I think there's a chance. I genuinely think fans still like to see a good tackle, a good challenge, a good tackle, a good aerial challenge. They weren't today. They were bookings, as simple as that. But you've got to be careful with these things, to not go so pure and so cheat orientated, because people just diving all over the place. So but everyone seems to think that's all right. I think that's weird, as you know. I prefer someone to just go and have a good old challenge. Well, at least it's honest. At least there's two people just challenging for the ball. If they get it wrong, fine, you get booked or you get sent off. But I prefer that than people diving all over the place, personally.
And just with Chris Wood again, I mean, does he start to feel like a really reliable...
Well, he's scoring goals, you know, and it's a great habit for a centre forward. But his all round play's improving. I think his works ever so hard. You know, he's willing to move short, long, all the things you want from a centre forward. He's big physically, but he's nimble. I think there's a lot to his game. I think we've got a good little group of strikers. You know, all still developing in the Premier League, but I think there's a good group of strikers there.
Is that booking for the challenge on Lanzini?
For me, definite. You see how strong my core was? See how I stood my ground? Give him that look. I didn't actually. I tried to get out of the way, but my footwork was never that great, and it wasn't great today. No, I did it. I made it. I said, look, you know, there's no way I could get out of the way. These players are quick. Trust me. I saw him coming. I thought, what am I going to do here? I thought, well, sort of a bad dance to get out of the way. But no. Yeah, there was certainly no malice. There was certainly no malice in it. It was a complete accident. But no, he's fine anyway. I saw him after the game.
Sean, am I right when I read that you think that Walters might be fit for the playoffs?
No, that was a press story.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to do with me. I just said we'll just keep him. No, I just said we'll keep him going and keep him getting right.
Right.
There's no time limit on it. The press decided that there was a story of that. It's not my story.
But
It's
it
for
doesn't
you.
look like he would be fit for the playoffs.
Pardon? I don't know. It depends how he goes. We'll see how his injury goes. But it's settling down now. But I said it's a settling down period, and then there's a strength period.
Right.
So it's how quickly them two things can occur in equal measure, you know, to get him right. But the main thing is to get him right. That's my main focus. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks a lot.
Good call.